Good morning. Okay, I wanted to come in and show y'all. I know the lighting's kind of bad. Let me move my mirror. Maybe that'll help. I have these huge dark circles under my eyes, and they get bad when I don't have sleep like all of us moms. But sometimes they get better. And that because I've been putting this dark eye treatment on for about 2 months now. And they were really puffy right in here and here. And they were starting to sag a little bit here, which is not a good thing. Trust me. So you just put a little pea size. I mean, this is totally little amount. You just rub it under your eye. But you can also put it on top of your eye because that does have a tendency to get wrinkly. And that's what the dark circles help. And you can rub it in. Then I like to use our climate control. And this is all cloudy because it's activated. It comes and it's like a little syrup. And sometimes this gets clogged because of the way it is, but I'm just spraying it in my hands, and I have very little, and I'm rubbing it in. Now, this is to help with so many things. It can help with stretch marks, imperfections on your face, like hyperpigmentation. So can this brightening multivitamin treatment, it has vitamin C in it, and it's not like you get from the dermatologist vitamin C, it's pure vitamin C. So that $100 or $200 bottle you're spending at the dermatologist is only like $65 through ShadowSense, and it is even better and helps your skin look even better. Now, I don't know if today or yesterday, maybe, you have heard, wow, your skin looks beautiful. But that's what every woman strives for. Sorry, I'm looking for my silk. Oh, it's already out. This is silk. This is about 4 months worth of use. It just takes a very tiny bit, and you dot it in. It's anti-wrinkle pore stuff. So I put it where all of my wrinkles and pores seem to be. And yeah, I put it around my crow's feet. And then I do it on my cheeks. Because, of course, that's where all my pimples and imperfections decide they're going to pop up. And I've noticed once in a while, I will forget to wash my makeup off. And when I wake up the next day, I have all these blemishes. So then I use our face scrub that comes in a bottle like this. And y'all, it's a very little amount of that too. And when I'm doing that, it literally takes and helps my face already stop breaking out in this area. Like over in the next 2 days. So, I put the wrong thing on that, so I'll use a different brush. I'm looking for this one, the medium tinted moisturizer. It's color corrective tinted moisturizer, or CMCT. And you just dab it on, and it goes over my skin really good that I haven't been putting foundation on. Just this corrective tinted moisturizer, because it's just doing its job in one coat. And I'm still looking pretty colored, and no loss of, no marks are really bad. These eyes still are bad, y'all. So, what I'm going to have to do is put some concealant on that. And I use the white because it corrects the dark circles. Y'all, I just use a little bit, and I kind of put it in a V. I kind of bring it down so that it's not right under there, and I get all of it. And I might have just grabbed a little too much for this eye. But that's alright. I'm going to take the same brush I used for my CMCT and put it on my cheek, under my eye real good. It doesn't matter if you get it on your eye because it's going to blend in. Okay, so look how much better that looks. Okay, so now you can see I have some red here, and I have a little bit on my cheeks, very little. So what I like to do is put the green on. Once again, little goes a long way. And I just kind of blot it on to make it blend in. Take the same brush, I use this brush for almost everything, and I blend it in. And then it gets not so red. Which I'm not sure I should do my cheeks anyways. I don't know what y'all's opinion is on that, because if I do my cheeks and I'm getting ready to put blush on and it's a red tinge, why do I have to cover up the red? I'd use less, wouldn't I? That's, I guess, a conundrum. So I've got that all on. Now I'm going to work on my eyes. I usually try to do them first and get them out of the way. This right here is my candlelight. And I just kind of put it on with the sponge. And then I take another brush and I just kind of wipe it in. Since that's just to get all even tones on your lid, you don't have to worry about what brush you use, because it doesn't have to be precise. So next I want to do I think I'm going to do like I did yesterday. I used our bandana. It's a very cool cowboy collection. It's a limited edition, so if you want it, hurry, because I don't know how long it'll be here. I think it's already ran out once, and they brought it back. I'm using kind of a fluffy brush, and I'm putting this on my eyelid, but I'm also going above. I have hooded eyes, so I need to go above this. Now, y'all, this shadow is a cream to powder, so most people don't like it because it's wet, and they don't know how to work with it. Well, actually, it moves pretty good and layers even better, in my opinion, and a lot of girls who use it, with this than it does with powder. Because when I go back, I can layer this, now that it's semi-dry on this eye, and go in and layer it again. Try not to go into my brow. See how easy this is to wipe off if you get it in where you don't want it? Look at that. Look at that. So I'm just kind of going in here, and on the edges I'm kind of doing teeny tiny circles. One of my favorite Syndigence makeup ladies told me that. Katie Unis, I love her. If you haven't seen her before, even if you don't use our makeup, that lady, oh my gosh, that lady is so good. She's one of my favorites. And she's on YouTube, always doing videos. Okay, but I wiped a little too much off, so I'm going to go back here with this brush, because we know there's still some on it, and just fluffing it in again. See how that works? Okay, so now I'm going to go with our garnet. You can also use bandana. The picture I seen had bandana, and that's also part of the collection. It's really pretty. So, how many of you all are started cooking with your Thanksgiving stuff? I actually get out of it this year. My aunt's so sweet, and she's going to do it for us. However, I can bring something. I'm just not sure what. My sugar's been off, so I don't really want to bring a lot of sweets or starches. Maybe I'll bring some raw veggies or something. I don't know. It's just my family of 5. My mom, my stepdad, and my grandfather. Now look, it's not very pigmented still. So what I'm going to go back and do is put a little bit more, because it's dry. So that's how you can get it in. I'm going to switch brushes to this more flat, but more bristled brush. Y'all, there's no right brush or wrong brush. I'm sure, like, Sigma and that tells you there is, but I have not found that to be the cause. You can see it's just moving very good over this eye, and I still have the red. And since I like that crisp line right here, we're going to kind of wipe it. Now, because I still have a little garnet, I'm going to kind of go under here. Just very, very lightly. It kind of gives you the smoky eye, but it also kind of looks like it highlighted. Or, I mean, you put eyeliner on. And like I said, this brush has very little on it. I'm just using what's ever left, but it makes that line go here and go here. So I don't want it too bad because, you know, we already fixed my bags. Yeah, I know. I'm not old enough to have bags, y'all are thinking. Yes, y'all, I am. Not to mention, I have a husband and 3 kids. That was supposed to be some girly humor there. Okay. So sometimes I will take a big fluffy brush and just go over the outside edge to make sure it's nice and done. However, I do think that the red on my eyes needs to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to go over it just a little bit to layer it up. See, I'm layering it, and I'm going to take and just lightly, I mean so lightly, pack it in there, because what it's doing is keeping more color from where I rubbed it in with the garnet. I'm still looking for a different brush. Alright, how do y'all think this looks? I'm really on my eyes. I've really been trying to work hard. Now what I do is I take an angled brush. Let me wipe it off because it's got a little bit left over from yesterday. I take an angled brush. You can see how it's angled right here. And I take my topaz. You can use shimmer, I do. And this one has the stopper out so that you get even more product. So what I do is I take it and I literally just tap the end with it, and then I kind of go like this. Lightly. I'm barely even touching it, y'all. And I did kind of go a little far down, so I'm going to be able to wipe it because we have ShadowSense. And y'all remember, ShadowSense it has a staying power of just a little bit, so you can get those imperfections. I'm going to get a little more, and I'm going to do this one. Now, another color that's always good, I have done the rust brown from our collection, our cowboy collection. And actually, it matches my eyes even better. Some people I know have literally taken and mixed 2 colors together, which is really pretty also. Now I'm going to take this that's got a spoolie on it, a clean spoolie, and it's got the brush and comb on it. And I just literally go over it, brushing it out, making it still look like it's hair, because I only filled it in. So, and I made it a little darker because my kids tell me I have too light of eyebrows, which is possible. So I'm going to take this sandstone pearl, because that's what I grabbed, and I'm going to go lightly right under here and right under here. It's going to highlight my brow and make sure all of those lines are extremely straight on my eyeshadow. And it's going to pop my eye a little bit more. And arch the arch a little more. Now you can also go on this side with it, and when you go on that side, it's just going to accent the brow a little bit more. See how I did that? Sorry, I'm sweating, y'all. That's what I get with these hormone blockers, but I can't really show you. Let me see if I can do it on this. This is pretty white. And it's still white. So that's really, that in all my opinion is 100% worth the makeup. Now I'm going to take our brand new, this is our eyelining pencil. Y'all look at this. You just twist it and a little comes up. This thing should last you about 3 or 4 months at the least. Because you're just putting a thin line. I mean, look at that. Very thin line. Some people like the smoky eye, the cat eye, you know, the weird lashes that go like... It's still going to last you a good bit because it doesn't take much of a line to do anything. And this is probably easier to do the cat eye with this because you have the crayon. It's a little bit more defined. You don't have all those lines from the wet liquid eyelashes or eyeliner. It's not like you've got to be even, you have more hand on this part than when I'm doing this. See how this brush is? It's a brush, so I can't control all the way up there. So let's look and see what else we're gonna do. Okay, so now I'm gonna work on my my cheeks. Sorry. And I'm using Mocha Java, and I'm going light that, and I'm going to go right here. I don't go too far in, because if I do, it tends to look weird when I am highlighting my cheeks. And this is actually contouring them, and what you want to do is move the contour up into your cheek. And actually... today I may not need blush, but I'm going to put it on. And what it's going to do is when I go to put blush on, this is going to tone down. And you do up because you're covering it, and you don't want it to go down here because you usually highlight here. And then right here you can contour again because that gets rid of this double chin. Too bad it really didn't work. I know, y'all are looking at it. Okay, so... I'm going to take this other brush that doesn't have any product on it, and I'm going to make sure it's blended in really good. Okay, so that's blended in really good. Now, I have two choices that I usually go to, and today I'm feeling, this is terracotta. This one is toasted rose, and toasted rose is what I've done the most. Sometimes I mix them, gives it a little bit more pink in the toasted rose. Y'all, this will do 2 cheeks. That's not really a lot. I take the tip of this brush and I just kind of put it on here. You're supposed to do more up here, like lighter, and it go darker up here. And I kind of look to make sure my contouring is still good and that it didn't go down too far. Alright, now, that looks really good today. Now what I tend to do, let's contour my nose a little bit, so I can show you how to do that. Just a little bit here, and a little bit here. Then you're going to take one of these brushes, and just kind of pull it down. Don't go over too far, because you know we have that white on our eye. We don't want it to come out like we have been beaten, even though I slept like I did. Okay, so in a little bit, I'm going to put some pearlizer here, and that's going to make my nose shiny, but it's also going to accent the middle of my face, and then you put it on your cheeks to highlight that area. But before I do all of that, I use my translucent powder. It does not take a lot. I've had this since February, y'all. And I just tap it into the base of the there's a brush on here. I can't figure out how to get it through into the brush. It takes forever. So I just dip my very big brush in it. See, little bit. And it goes all over your face. Now, this is not a type of powder that you have to worry about feeling like you've got 10 layers on. You all seen how much I put on. I put a good bit in some spots, but I don't feel like it. It feels almost like I had just washed my face with like a foam cone, almost like mousse. Now, let's see. What do y'all think so far? Anything you would change that I've done? Any tips you might have that I haven't had? Let's see. Now that I've done that, I always go to mascara and the pearlizer, which is last. Remember how I said that, oops, I shouldn't have done that? That was this. This is the pearlizer. Comes in a bottle like this. And it is even less than you use for foundation. I just hit it right here on both sides. I hit it right here. Come down my nose. And my bow. But it comes down here too, so it highlights my lipstick. Now, there are some people that use pearlizer in their eyeshadow to make it even sparklier. And there are some people that use it in with their blush. That is totally up to y'all. Now, y'all, this new mascara, it's a volume intense waterproof mascara. I have one in stock, plus I have the non-waterproof mascara. And this is, look at this tip, y'all. Look how big the barrel is to make your eyes curly. Now look at my eyes right now. I don't know if you can see them good. But I am going to literally put this on them, and y'all are going to be amazed. It's curling them up, and y'all, within about a week, I had little sprouts of longer lashes growing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have lashes! I'm telling you, when chemo happened, I lost them all, and when I lost them all, they came back really thin. Y'all notice I ain't re-dipped this brush. It came back really thin, and I didn't like it. My eyes have always been that thing everybody tells me is like the best feature of my face. And with my eyelashes not looking good, y'all, I felt bad. And we all know our self-esteem and makeup play a role. If we look good, we feel good. Alright. I think I got a little... Okay, I thought I got some of my contact I did yesterday and it